So the main question is, what is the Raider compatible with? We get this question a lot. We get it multiple times a week. Essentially, a lot of the people are wondering if the Raider is compatible with like Glocks and M&Ps and other pistols. We've even had people ask if it was compatible with the 1911 or with a Makarov pistol. So no, first of all, the MP17 Raider is only compatible with the SIG P320 / M17 family of pistols. That includes the VTAC versions, the X5 versions, the Legion versions. It takes the whole entire family of pistols, and it all is compatible. There's only a few certain cases where you would have to modify something, and that would be with the M17, M18, because they have manual safeties, as well as any of the SIG P320s that have suppressor height sights. We wanted to make the optic mount here as low as possible. We didn't want to have this super tall, so in order to keep that as low as possible, we designed it for standard height sights. So if you are going to have a VTAC with suppressor height sights or a Legion, maybe you'd want to crank those sights on the rear down, or you're going to have to remove the rear suppressor height sights and install some standard sights into there. Then it will be compatible with the optic hood. Now for those of you who have M17s and M18s, first of all, unless you need that for certain military reasons, we don't really recommend the M17 or the M18. The standard P320, whether it's a carry size or a full size, is cheaper. It's all the same function, it just doesn't have that manual safety lever there. So if you have an M17 and M18, you're gonna have to go ahead and buy a safety delete pin from SIG. SIG sells these, they're like $9. They're inexpensive, and there are plenty of YouTube videos talking about how to pop your manual safety levers off, install the pin, and then you're good to go, and there's no modifications needed after that to make the Raider work. If you don't do that, however, for some reason you have to keep the manual safeties on there, whether it's because it's an issued firearm or for some reason you can't take off, it's against the rules to take off the manual safety, there's only one other thing you can do, and that would be to Dremel out these little cutouts here, as you can see, and then the FCU will just slide right on in with the manual safeties. Pros is that you don't have to modify your firearm. The cons, and there are a lot of cons, is we don't recommend you do that. You are destroying your return warranty, voiding your return warranty. The same goes for if you Cerakote a Flux Raider, your return warranty is gone. And so what that means is that you can't return that for a full refund or a refund at all. So what you can do is get that safety delete pin. It's by far the best way, and that is the longest answer to that question, but we get it so often that I figured might as well put the time into relaying this information. So again, this is all on our website. Number 2, do aftermarket P320 magazines work with the Flux Raider? Yes, we've had some experience with Pro Mags. The thing with almost all the aftermarket magazines for the P320 is they're not spec'd exactly the same as the SIG P320, which is funny. Just the standard SIG mags are what we designed the Raider to fit, and so if another magazine like the Pro Mag is slightly wider, it's gonna cause more friction on the inside, and so that they could work, it's just they're not going to maybe drop free, or they'll be a little bit tighter going in. So it's all up to you whether you want to get aftermarket magazines, but we understand it because SIG mags are so expensive and they're hard to get anyway, so we get it. We wish somebody would make more aftermarket magazines that were reliable. If there are questions that you have about the Raider, I need you guys to put that into the comment section so I can look at those. We can add them to the FAQ, but also I can make another video explaining those. Video coming up that's taking a lot of work is the Raider suppressor video. I know that's something that you guys really want to know about, what Raider or what suppressors work best with the Raider, what size of barrels, comps, or barrels, slides, etc., what grain of bullet. So because that's more comprehensive, it's going to take a little bit longer for me to get that video out, but I'm scouring every part of Facebook, Instagram to get all the real world examples with the Raider and suppressors so I can just present all of it to you in one video. So that being said, thank you for watching. We will keep these Flux videos coming frequently. So see ya.